What's up YouTube, I'm Mike, and today I'm shooting a little bit of a different video for this channel that may really be shocking to some of you. What we're going to be talking about today is something that I have been seeing time and time again while I'm scrolling through my feed on Twitter. I get an inordinate amount of information about transsexuals. I believe this is probably because I follow Truny Tunes and Valid L's and a couple of other interesting characters on Twitter, but nevertheless, this is a very popular topic in today's press. We've got guys like Dylan Mulvaney going to the White House. We've got this character named Jeffrey Marshall, I'm going to talk about in a little bit, who is polarizing to say the least. But the thing that has gotten under my skin the most is when I continuously read online about trans women, men who have become women getting a period. They continue to talk about having a period, and so that's what I'm going to talk about today. But before I get to that topic, I want to sort of, well, I guess I'm going to come out. The truth is, I know that when I talk about a topic like this, I'm going to get a whole bunch of people who are going to latch onto my channel and they're going to start calling me homophobic and transphobic and all of these different things, and that is just not the case. The reason that it is actually impossible for me to be transphobic is because I myself am actually a trans woman. I said it. It actually feels kind of uplifting to get that off my shoulders. I've even picked out my trans woman name. My name, and hence the title of this video, is Tren Boleyn, the other Boleyn girl. You may have watched The Tudors and know about Henry VIII and his bride Anne Boleyn, and that is really what it's inspired me to pick this particular name for what is becoming my female identity. So my name is no longer Mike, it is Tren Boleyn. In fact, I have even selected neo-pronouns that I will be going by from this day forward. Those pronouns are roid and roid self. So for all of you in the audience who are familiar with this type of lingo, you will understand exactly what I'm trying to say. So since, in fact, I am a trans woman, I feel very qualified to talk about this topic. What I'm really trying to do here is help all of you other ladies in the audience who are going through this very, very complicated change in your bodies. So you've probably been undergoing hormone replacement therapy, or at least that's what the doctor's calling it. And first and foremost, I have to tell you that you've been lied to. Because as biological men, we do not produce large amounts of estrogen from our ovaries because we do not have them. The way a man produces testosterone is that the way he produces estrogen is that part of the testosterone in his bloodstream is aromatized into estrogen. There is an enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone into estrogen. That's how we get estrogen into our bloodstreams. For a trans woman like me, who has experienced with a lot of bodybuilding pharmacology, the more testosterone you have in your bloodstream, typically the more estrogen you will get. And when your estrogen levels reach a sufficient amount, you can start to have estrogen-related side effects. Some of those side effects include gastrointestinal disturbances. Those side effects in the gastrointestinal tract are caused by the fact that there are estrogen receptors in your gastrointestinal tract. Us men are not equipped to cope with these levels of estrogen. I know you ladies in the audience who may be watching this channel want to be women, and I feel your pain there. But part of what I've realized as a trans woman is that we live in a really beautiful time period in this world. I can be a trans woman and look just like I do today. I can be a trans woman and not wear lipstick, not put on a dress, not grow long hair. I can be a trans woman and yet basically look like a man and act like a man and effectively live like a man in every other way. There are no rules and regulations governing what it means to be trans or non-binary. So the fact that I have sort of always felt like a woman inside does not require me to actually live a life where I project femininity. Because as we know, this is a construct. As you have all taught me, Jeffrey Marsh and Dylan Mulvaney have been very instrumental in helping me to understand that gender is a societal construct. So that further means that just because I feel like a woman, I don't actually have to behave like a stereotypical woman. I can be a bodybuilder male named Tren Boleyn with neo-pronouns roid and roid self and still be effectively a woman, and that's who is standing here talking to you today. So I'm not transphobic, I'm not homophobic, I'm trying to help other ladies like myself navigate this very difficult road that we have ahead of us. So please understand, let's agree on terms here. No matter how much estrogen you are taking as a man, now a woman, you are not on hormone replacement therapy. You are changing the hormones. Hormone replacement therapy is to replace an amount of hormones that your body naturally produces. So in men, you would want to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 picograms per deciliter. I can't remember exactly the numbers. I have blood work. I could put it on the screen at a later date. You can look at some of my other videos where I've talked extensively about the effects of estrogen on men. So when you start experiencing bloating, cramping, mood swings, these things are not indicative of a period. They are indicative of the fact that your estrogen levels have risen beyond what is normal for a biological man to experience, and you're not equipped for it. This is stuff that biological women have been dealing with for decades. Most of them since they were 13-ish years old, and they have begun to become accustomed to it because they never existed in a state that was different. They never had the surge of hormone, the testosterone and DHT that we experience. So in their bodies, it is very normal for them to experience these kinds of things. This is not what you are experiencing. I hate to break it to you ladies. You do not have a period. You cannot ever have a period until medical science advances to the point where they can implant ovaries and uterus and all of these lovely female organs. Unfortunately, ladies, we do not have that type of science available to us today. Hopefully, we will get it one day, and maybe then I will decide that it's time to shed these boulder shoulders and this masculine jawbone, and maybe I will find myself a beautiful blonde wig and select the right color of lipstick and put on a ball gown, and I can be the beautiful woman that I was intended by God to be. Unfortunately, that is not today. It will probably not come in my lifetime. It will probably not come in your lifetime, but we can all hope together, can't we? So ladies, before you hate on this video, please understand I am just here to help you navigate this road ahead. Estrogen is a nasty, nasty, terrible, horrible hormone that I would not wish on my worst enemy. Every time my levels get even remotely out of line, I become depressed and lethargic and suicidal. It causes my penis to not function normally. Everything about who I am just really goes into the toilet. And so I really, really deeply sympathize with all of you who have apparently chosen to inject large quantities of this. I do not know how you were able to get through your day, but know this: you are brave and powerful and important, and your life really does matter. Hopefully this has been informative. I sure as hell hope it's been entertaining. And as always, we will see you on the next one.